All right, welcome to the Quick Start Guide Masterclass. Tonight, I'm going to be your anchor for this masterclass. My name is Dr. Achadu. I'm a lecturer by profession and also a millionaire mentor with this project. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Quick Start Guide class. It is a masterclass. This is where a lot of your questions will be answered. This is where you're going to understand properly what this project is all about. So quickly, without much waste of time, at the end of this masterclass, you will understand the following. Number one, you will understand the project, that is the Diamond Project, the pillars and the vision of the project. At the end of this masterclass, you're also going to understand the value of your money and also the value of the business opportunity. At the end of this masterclass, you're going to learn how to connect people and build your own business. I'm also going to be sharing with you the secret to fast income. Secret to fast income. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the reason why you must stay till the end. He said the best is always reserved for the last. Secret to fast income. At the end of the day, there's going to be mentorship offer that will be rolled out. Mentorship opportunities that will be rolled out. So make sure you stay till the end so that you too can take advantage in all this that is about to happen tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, without much waste of time, let me start by asking this important question. Do you know the value of your business? Do you know the value of this business? It was Miles Monroe of blessed memory that said, when the value of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. When the value of a thing is not known, misuse is inevitable. When the value of a thing is not known, underuse is inevitable. Let me share with us quickly the story of three men who started Apple on the 12th of April, 1976. Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne. They started Apple on the 12th of April, 1976, launched out, and a few months into their launch, one of them, named Ronald Wayne, called his friends and said, I want to opt out. I don't think I want to continue. They said, why? He said, the stress is too much. I want to have good time. I don't think I want to stress myself. I'm not ready for this. And guess what happened? After much persuasion to keep him with them together because they are all friends, he said, no, I don't want to do it. So he decided to sell off his shares for $800. Fast forward to today, Steve Jobs, who did not sell off his shares and who refused to quit, his net worth in asset today is over $250 billion US. Steve Wozniak, who also remained, his asset today is over $185 billion US. Ronald Wayne, who decided to quit, his assets and his net worth today is broke. Why? Because he sold off his shares for $800. He was no longer part of the company. But here is the heartbreaking news. The shares he sold out for $800 is estimated to be worth $100 billion US today. Ladies and gentlemen, he was blinded to the future of the opportunity that God put in his hand. He was blinded to it. Today, he is known as the billionaire that never was. He was created a billionaire, encountered an opportunity that would have turned him into a billionaire, but he never saw the reality. Why? Because of his inability to see the future. No wonder Helen Keller said that physical blindness, that mental blindness is worse than physical blindness. Inability to see the future is the reason why people are stranded today. Mental foresight And that's why we pray that prayer when we started, that God should open your eyes, your mental eyes, not your physical eyes, your mental eyes, so that you can see beyond what the speaker is saying, so that you can see the opportunity, the potential of what you're connected to right now. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to the project proper, the Diamond Project. The Diamond Project. What exactly is the Diamond Project? It is a project that seeks to help individuals live out their true potentials and become the ultimate version of themselves through mentorship, through training, capacity building, and building financial leverage systems. Ladies and gentlemen, this project has a vision, and the vision is to raise financially free people, who will then in turn raise other financially free people, who will collectively use their resources and affect the world positively. That is the vision of the project. Ladies and gentlemen, the question is, why was the Diamond Project launched? This project, as I speak to you, is 10 years. We are 10 years running. We became 10 in April 2026. 10 years, 1 decade gone. The journey for another decade has begun. Why was the Diamond Project launched? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to pay close attention and listen to this.
Why are we launching the Diamond Project? Our country is in a peculiar state. It is peculiar because all the indices that has worked for other countries, when they apply it here, it doesn't work. The goal of the Diamond Project is to intentionally build your capacity to come to a point where you can become wealthy and sustain the world.
10 years ago, a simple decision was made. A decision to believe. A decision to build something bigger than ourselves. It started with a small group, a vision, a belief that ordinary people could create extraordinary lives. There were no guarantees, only faith, commitment, and the courage to begin. The early days were not easy. Late nights, rejections, long travels. But one thing kept us going. The belief that this opportunity could change lives. Then something began to happen. The seeds we planted started to grow. Leaders were born. Dreams started becoming reality. And a movement began to take shape. Through the vision of one man, Ambassador Dr. Michael Oakley, and 8 powerful G8 leaders, 8 nations were born. The Star Nation, the Champions Nation, the Great Legend Nation, the Vision Nation, the Great Achievers Nation, the Unstoppable Nation, Wealth Creators Nation, and the Eagle and Diamond Nation. From this vision, the Own Your Life campaign was initiated. The La Buena Vida movement was established. The Amazon Project was set up. This project has helped countless women, single, married, widowed, young and old, to be empowered with the tools for financial security and independence. The Feed the Family Project was born. Through the Feed the Family Project, Over 1 million families across Nigeria and Africa are nourished and supported each year. The We Care Project. This project has helped countless indigent patients in state hospitals to receive financial aid and support for their medical challenges across Nigeria.
The Diamond Project, with the slogan "We Care," has launched a program to assist the sick, including dialysis patients, mothers of premature babies, and a pregnant woman who has been in labor for 2 days but lack the financial resources for an operation.
I have to do an emergency CS, but they have financial constraints.
Thank God we are here at the right time.
Abdullahi Hassan, who is on dialysis for over 4 months, and Promise Foley, caring for a sister on dialysis too, expressed their gratitude for this assistance.
To serve me for today's treatment.
I'm grateful because they actually came at a trying time, so it's a thing of joy to me.
It's the symbol of the heart, which is a symbol of love. We love the community. The community has given to us. We need to give back to the community as well.
Because I've been desiring a kind of a thing like this, because it is my wish and desire to help out, to help the poor, the less privileged, to achieve a means of living.
The world should be expecting more of this from this organization. The more we raise people around us that are successful, the more we reach out. We believe
the Fuel Subsidy Palliative was commissioned, a program that has supported thousands of small transportation business owners with fuel palliatives across 36 states of Nigeria. And finally, the Diamond Project, equipping individuals to become the best version of themselves. All these programs were established and commissioned without external intervention from the government, banks, politicians, or NGOs, but from the relentless contributions and sacrifices of all partners who are committed to the vision. The vision is to raise a financially free people who will in turn raise other financially free people who will use their resources together to change the world positively. When you build people, you build the future. 10 years ago, we started with a dream. Today, that dream lives in thousands of people. But this is only the beginning. The next decade will be even greater. With God on our side, we are unstoppable.
Ladies and gentlemen, go to the chat space if you're excited by what you're seeing. If you're proud of this project and you're excited by what the project has achieved in the last 10 years, please go to the chat space and type unstoppable. Unstoppable. Go to the chat space, type unstoppable. Quickly. Unstoppable. How would you feel to be part of what is changing lives? How would you feel to be part of what is rewriting history? How would you feel to be part of something that is building an everlasting legacy? We are unstoppable, 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 unstoppable. Ladies and gentlemen, let's run quickly. This project has thrived in the last decade because of its pillars. It has some pillars that has kept it running. The strength of the building is directly proportional to the strength of the pillars holding it up. We have 4 pillars that has kept this project running. Pillar number 1 is the pillar of mentorship, training, and capacity building. Listen, one of the things that has made us successful here is that we don't just recruit people. We mentor you, we train you, we hold your hand, we provide the direction, the roadmap, the system that can help you to become successful. Between where you are and where you desire to get to is the bridge of mentorship. And that has been provided in pillar 1 of this Diamond project. Ladies and gentlemen, We have the second pillar, which is the pillar of discipline, regimentation, and stoicism. We figured out that people do not have shortage of potential. What is lacking is discipline. Discipline to start a thing and finish it. Discipline to start a course and remain on it until successful. Today, a lot of ventures that people called failed ventures were not failed ventures, but were ventures that people gave up on them too early. Why? Because a lot of people want to start a thing, but very few stay till the end. Even this meeting, as we are discussing now, some persons in the next 10, 15 minutes, you can't find them again. Not everybody that starts finishes. And guess what? Rewards, the crown, the trophy are always at the end of the race, not at the beginning, not at the middle, or at the end of the journey. Here we're going to work with you and help you to cultivate regimented lifestyle that supports success. We have the third pillar, which is the pillar of health optimization through nutrient supplementation and lifestyle changes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's answer this question. Why are we not living longer like our great-grandparents did? In the last 2 weeks, I have seen and recorded several deaths. You see them on internet. I mean, even those that are very close, you see death. And when you check the age range of those who are dying, is between 40 to 48, 49, not even 50. 40, 48, 49. I went back to check the life expectancy of this part of the world where we are, Nigeria, and I discovered that the life expectancy for a man is within 40 something, I think 47, 46, 47, while that for females is 52. Wow. Why is that? Why is the decrease in longevity? Why? We're about to figure out that now. Listen, this is what happened. We feed on diets, but our cells feed on nutrients. And these nutrients are found in the diet we consume. The diet are just vehicles that conveys the nutrients into the system where the cells can absorb, assimilate for utilization. Now, when these cells are starved of essential nutrients, in science, when we say something is essential, it means something that cannot be biologically generated internally. The body cannot manufacture it, so it has to be supplied externally. It makes it essential. So when these cells are starved of essential nutrients, they start dying. This leads to all forms of cellular breakdown, which gradually leads to premature aging and diseases will set in. Ladies and gentlemen, in our simple biology in school, we're taught that the human body is made up of system is made up of organs is made up of tissue is made up of cells. Now this is how this works. There is this molecule that is called, highly unstable molecule that is called free radical. Free radicals are generated both internally, and free radicals are also being supplied externally. How is it generated internally? Your normal cellular activities, your normal cellular metabolism generates free radicals as its byproducts. Now these free radicals are highly unstable, so they go to your cell and steal electrons from your cell. Once these electrons are stolen from your cells, what happens is that your cells start breaking down. They become unstable and they start reacting. Just imagine an iron that is put outside in the water and is rusting. That's exactly what happened. Now, once these free radicals attack cells, steal electrons from them, the cells become unstable. It leads to their premature death. And once cells start dying, tissues start dying, because cells makes up tissue. Once tissue starts dying, organs start dying, systems start dying, the body starts dying. Ladies and gentlemen, before you know, death happens. Disease conditions setting that leads to death. What are the keys against free radicals? Strong immunity, strong immune system, and also having access to more antioxidants, because antioxidants are molecules that helps to reduce or scavenge or remove free radicals from the system. Now listen to this. Dr. Richard said, and I quote, Dr. Richard is regarded as the father of longevity. And hear what he said. He said the amount of antioxidants in your body is directly proportional to how long you will live. So what it means is that longevity is a function of your antioxidant concentration. How much of antioxidant do you have in your system is directly proportional to how long you will live. Wow. So this is why our great-grandparents lived longer than us, because they had a lot of access to antioxidants. So if you have more antioxidants, you will have less free radicals. If you have less antioxidants, you will have more free radicals. And the more the free radicals, the more the death of cells occur. The goal is to create a balance. The goal is to create a balance. Ladies and gentlemen, let's run quickly. So what are antioxidants? Simply, they are specific nutrients or molecules in our food that we eat in that prevents the slow oxidative damage of free radicals to our system, our cells. These antioxidants, they act as what we call free radical scavengers. They remove them from the system. How do they do that? Very simple. Antioxidant has molecules that they are willing to release to free radicals so that free radicals does not attack your cells. So they give molecules to your free radicals and help the free radicals to become stable. They can also become stable by donating their molecules, by donating an electron. So it creates stability in the free radicals, and they also are also stable so that your cells are not affected. So what it does is that it offers protection for your cells. By doing that, it will prevent damage. It will also repair damage. Any electron that has been stolen from your cells, antioxidant will go there and donate the electron, helping your cells to remain stable. That is how it functions. What are the antioxidant sources? Healthy food, fruits and vegetable sources is where you can get your antioxidants. Things like purple grape, banana, pears, blueberry, cranberry, just name them. Fruits and vegetables. Now, this is what WHO said. WHO said, taking food supplements is one of the best solutions when it comes to maintaining health and preventing your health from breaking down. Taking food supplement is not luxury, it's a necessity. Why do I need food supplement? Because your diet has deficiency of nutrients. The food we have today are deficient in some certain nutrients. So you need to supplement a diet if you must stay healthy. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to some of the products of this amazing product on this platform. We have one of the products, which is the C247. C247 offers round clock protection. That's why it is called 247 protection. This C247 contains 12 fruit juice blend. It contains 12 whole vegetable juice blend. It contains 14 green food. It contains 12 Japanese mushrooms. It contains 140 components in one capsule. These are the things you need to keep your health in good perspective. And this is achieved via nanotechnology. Ladies and gentlemen, what it means is that if you have access to this capsule every single day, one every day, it means that you have built you are helping your system to stay healthy. Each of these capsules contains 22,000 phytonutrients, each of them. And guess what it can do? It can lower cholesterol level, promote longevity, detoxify the system, enhance sexual vitality, rejuvenate the skin, clear diabetes, control high blood pressure, which has become a major killer in our society today. This can help you stay longer. Ladies and gentlemen, this product is amazing. It's a record-breaking product. It's a product that is available in over 60 countries in the world today. We have another product called the Coledos. One of the major functions of this Coledos is to lower the risk of coronary heart diseases. We have the Restore Life, which we call the longevity formula. We have several of them on this platform. Now listen to these. Dr. Otto, who was a Nobel Prize winner in 1931 for cancer discovery has this to say. Listen to him. He said, no disease, including cancer, can exist in an alkaline environment. No disease, no disease. And that brings me to unveiling to you one of our amazing products, which is the alkaline coffee tea that helps to neutralize the acidity of your system. With these beverages, guess what? Your body becomes inhabitable to most of these non-communicable chronic diseases. It contains zero cholesterol, zero carbohydrates, zero calories. Most of these sugar are free. Ladies and gentlemen, it comes in different flavor. We have the cappuccino, we have the latte, we have the original, we have the My Choco alkaline drink. These are perfect replacements for your beverages. We have the toothpaste, purely organic, 100% organic, no chemical added to it. We have the molecular hydrogen water bottle. Now, this molecular hydrogen water bottle converts your potable drinking water into a super antioxidant water, which is the molecular hydrogen water. This molecular hydrogen water has therapeutic benefits, it has regenerative benefits, it has protective benefits. It can act as a natural anti-inflammatory benefits. Ladies and gentlemen, taking this water, taking 1.5 liter every day is equivalent to consuming most of those fruits that we have mentioned. Why? Because it has the capacity to offer the same function, biological function. And hence, molecular hydrogen is regarded as one of the most important antioxidants. Having access to this is signing up for longevity, all things being equal. Ladies and gentlemen, the direct value of your money is the product that you will be given once you secure your package. Once you make a decision to be part of this, once you secure your slot, once you sign up, once you make your payment and you're part of it, the product will be given to you equivalent of what you paid for. We call them complementary products. And the one that will be given to you is at the discretion of the company. Even though several packages will be made available for you, to make a choice of what you want to be given to you, and then that is what will be given to you once your payment is confirmed. Ladies and gentlemen, our health optimization pillar helps us to prioritize the well-being and vitality of our members. We implement effective nutritional supplementation strategies. We encourage positive lifestyle changes to sustain wealth. Why? Because 75 to 80% of the diseases out there, they are diet and lifestyle related. So if we can crop that, it means 70 to 80% of the problems can be solved. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't enjoy life if you're rich and sick. So our goal is that we expect you to be rich, we expect you to be wealthy, while you are also healthy. It is said that the greatest wealth is health. The greatest wealth is health. So the next question is this. Now that I know the value of my money, which is the product I'm going to be given, what is now the value of the business? What is now the value of the business? I need to fasten your seatbelt as I begin to unveil the value of the business to you. If you're getting value already, please go to the chat space and type value, value added, value, value, value quickly. If you're already getting value and some things are becoming clearer to you, go to the chat space, type value as I bring up the value of your business. Do that quickly. I need to confirm that before we proceed quickly. You're getting value. I want to be sure that you're getting value. All right, fantastic, fantastic. So let's run quickly. Let's run quickly. What is the value of your business? To understand the value of this business, you need to understand the fourth pillar of this project. Remember I told you we had 4 pillars: mentorship, training, and capacity building, discipline, regimentation, and stoicism, health optimization through nutrient supplementation and lifestyle changes. And the 4th pillar is on deep understanding of leverage and building financial leverage system. Stay with me as I explain this for you so that you understand what leverage is all about.
Earning wages makes you poor. Earning profits makes you rich. Don't believe me? Let me tell you a story of two friends, Pablo and Bruno. Pablo and Bruno were young and ambitious. They dreamt of having their own house, a family, and living their life in wealth and peace. So they got jobs, carrying buckets of water from the river to the village fountain. They were ecstatic. The job paid well, and now they had a way of making their dreams come true. But even though they were young and buff, the river was far and the work was tiring. Bruno said to Pablo,
"Dude, don't worry about it. We'll get used to the pain. Plus, one day we'll be able to buy whatever we want."
But Pablo didn't agree. There had to be a better way. Pablo told Bruno about an idea of transporting water from the river without breaking their backs or wasting their time. It would be hard at first, but it would pay off in the end.
Bruno laughed. "That would take months, years. Ain't nobody got time for that."
And so months went by and Pablo continued to work on his pipeline. Bruno and his friends laughed at Pablo. Bruno bought new clothes, dinners, and even a new donkey for his wife. So every day Bruno trudged out to the river, and every day the bucket seemed heavy. Pablo worked on the pipeline, and every day the village became closer. And after much time and dedication, Pablo had finished his pipeline and now was able to give water to the village without any effort at all. The villagers lined up and cheered Pablo for his work. What a hero, this guy.
I like water!
Bruno is older and bearded now, and the heavy buckets have taken their toll. He can't carry as many buckets of water anymore. He was out of a job. Pablo, on the other hand, was now rich and successful. He now had a continuous stream of income and had plenty of time to spend with his family and doing the things he loved. He told his friend Bruno that he had planned on building more pipelines and offered to help build Bruno one of his own. Eventually, Bruno built his own pipeline and they were both able to stop working and spend the rest of their lives with the friendship and the pipelines they had built. Pablo and Bruno secured a river of cash. Now you have to ask yourself, how long are you going to work a 9-to-5 job? How much longer can you settle for 5 days off a year? Win back your life. After all, you only get one. Are you a bucket carrier or pipeline builder? We're building a pipeline. Come build it with us.
Are you a bucket carrier or a pipeline builder? Which are you? What are you building? Ladies and gentlemen, this story summarizes two characters, Bruno and Pablo. Bruno believes in hard work. He believes that if he needs more money, he will do overtime. He will work more jobs. But one thing is sure, that Bruno was working for, he was exchanging his time for money. When he stops working, he stops earning, his income stops. So Bruno was making active income and he continued that way. He never thought that there is any need to build passive income. Pablo, on the other hand, understood that even if I'm working hard today, I'm carrying buckets, I'm working my job 9 to 5, a time will come I won't be able to do all these. You understand that age decreases energy. Increase in age comes with decrease in energy and ability. So he needs to plan for the future. So he started building a pipeline. While he was carrying buckets, he was still building his pipeline. One day, he finished building the pipeline and he secured a river of cash, supplying him passive residual income. Ladies and gentlemen, two ways have been established that people earn. One is either you're a bucket carrier, working for money, exchanging your time every day for money, or you are a pipeline builder who will build a pipeline and build and create passive residual income. The reality is that most people are trained to carry buckets. Our university system is training people to go find a job carry bucket. That is why somebody graduated from the university 10 years ago. He has not gotten a job up till today. He's still job hunting, printing a lot of CV, submitting CV everywhere. The money he has used in printing CV, if he total it, is enough to start a business. But no, because of the programming, they've been programmed to look for a job. Very few now decide that, oh, there has to be a better way. And they begin to learn how to build pipeline. What is leverage? Leverage is the ability to enjoy lifetime passive income. For the work you are doing today, for the work you are putting in yesterday, and this is going to happen within a period of time. If you look at the life of Pablo, he understood this, so he started building his pipeline. He gave a duration. After he was done building his pipeline, he does not have to go to the stream to collect water. Why? Because water is already being delivered in the village. People get the water and you get paid. Passive income is that income you earn without your direct effort being involved. But for you to get to this level, you must create it. Passive income is created. You have to create it to enjoy it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me quickly share with you this wealth equation. I'd like you to consider this wealth equation. I need you to listen carefully and pay attention to this. It's the reason why a lot of people are grounded, and it's the reason why a lot of people are ahead in life. Wealth equation. I need you to consider this. If you're listening to me this evening, you have skills, you have efforts that you're putting in, and you're also putting in your time in doing something, but you have no system and you have no structure of your own. What you are creating is labor. The outcome is labor. Skills plus effort plus time minus system and structure equals labor. A lot of people are laboring today. Bruno was laboring. Bruno was skillful when it comes to fetching water. He was putting in effort going to the stream. His time was part of it. But Bruno was not thinking of a system or a structure that can accommodate his effort and time. And that is why he ended up laboring. Here's the second option. Skills plus effort plus time. In addition to system and structure, creates leverage. You're putting in your skills, you're putting in your effort, you're putting in time. System and structure is available. One day you will be free. You're going to be free financially. Skills, effort, time, without system and labor, you will never be free. You will continue to labor. When you see two people that are laboring today, check them. The one that has a system and a structure will rest in the future. This is the wealth equation. If you understand this, you will start getting ahead in life. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Kiyosaki said that all successful people, they have just one thing in common, and that is called leverage. Leverage. If you don't have leverage, you can't become successful. Leverage is where your effort, your time, and your skills is being merged with system and structure. And that is why you have the future. System and structure helps your effort and your time and your labor not to be wasted. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you achieve leverage? Now that we have a glimpse on what leverage is, now how do we achieve leverage? There are two major ways to achieve leverage. Number one, you can achieve leverage through your personal produced product and services. Listen, you can manufacture products and leverage it. You can manufacture services and leverage it. Let me give you a typical example. This is a smart power bank. If you see my screen, I'm waving it, you can see this is a smart power bank. The manufacturer of this power bank spent time, effort, research to create this power bank. If he had manufactured this power bank for me alone, do you think the manufacturer will be successful? Go to the chat space and answer, yes or no. If this power bank, if all the time spent for research, for production, manufacturing, they produce this power bank only for me, just me alone, do you think they'll become successful? No. They will not become successful. Fantastic. I'm seeing the answer. Now, guess what they did? After manufacturing this product, they duplicated it multiple times. So a lot of people can buy it. A lot of people can have it. So anytime anybody buys this product, the manufacturer makes money. That's leverage. He's leveraging his personally produced products. The same thing, services. We have Globacom, Glo. Glo was created, Mike Adenuga created Globacom some years ago, more than 20 years ago. And he duplicated it and made the services available to all. So that anytime you subscribe to Glo, he makes money. Anytime you subscribe, he does not have to go through a process of researching, cracking his head to create how to create network for Glo. No, he has done that once and for all. As long as you keep subscribing it, he makes it available. As long as you keep subscribing, he keeps making money. Aliko Dangote has his products in the market. Anytime you buy, he makes money. So the products are being duplicated. People buy them and they make money. Well, listen, this option is fantastic. But not, is it, how many of you connected this evening can go and create your own power bank? You can manufacture a power bank. It's possible, but it's going to cost you a lot of time. Some of you do not even have the resources to go into the research because research consumes a lot of money. Becoming a manufacturer, you need huge capital. It's not just about producing. You have to go into research, you have to go into thinking, you have to go into a lot of experimental processes to create your product. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes huge capital. So a lot of Nigerians cannot maximize this option. It's not available to them because not all Nigerians, not all employees, majority of Nigerians cannot afford 100 million, 200 million. If you're connected here this evening, you are in your house already, so nobody will kidnap you. If you are connected this evening and you have up to 100 million in your bank account, go to the chat space and type me. Go and type it. Very few, less than 5% of Nigerians can afford the startup capital for this option. But there's good news. There's good news. Go to the chat space and type good news. Go to the chat space, type good news, quickly. Type good news if you want to hear the good news. Good news. Good news. The good news is this, the second option. The second option is the good news. And what is this option? The second option is the option where you listening to me right now, you can leverage through other people's produced products and services. And how is that possible? By partnership, by partnering. You partner and leverage. You partner, and that is the key word tonight. If you forget anything from this meeting, don't forget this: partnership and leverage. Until you can partner, you can't leverage somebody else's product. So the two keywords is partnership and leverage. Partnership and leverage. So when you partner with people who have already produced their products and services, you can be making money as people are subscribing to those services or buying those products. Imagine I am a partner of the company that manufactures this power bank. Just imagine I am a partner of this power bank, the people who manufacture this power bank in China. Imagine I am their partner here in Nigeria. And anybody who is buying this power bank in Nigeria, I am making 10 naira from this power bank. Imagine how much I will be making. Leverage. Am I the one who manufactured the product? No. Am I the one who thought on how it will produce? No. What gave me that status? Partnership. Ladies and gentlemen, let me share with you quickly some examples and we'll go. Awolowo is the man you can see on my screen. He masterminded the coming of Coca-Cola to Nigeria. He offered to pay him off. He said, no. What do you want? He said, give me 1 naira on every bottle of Coca-Cola that will be consumed in Nigeria for life. Somebody screamed leverage. The first year, Coca-Cola sold only 25 bottles. He made only 25 naira, but yet he remained with his decision. Why? He has seen the future already. My brother, my sister, anything you are doing in life, try and see the future. Because the future you cannot see, you cannot seize. He saw the future and he stayed with his decision. Today, ladies and gentlemen, over 10 million bottles of Coca-Cola are consumed in Nigeria every day. Where is Awolowo? Awolowo is dead. He's gone. Where is his decision? His decision is here and making money. Here is the heartbreaking thing. One day I thought of this. I sat down and I thought of this. I said, imagine a dead man's decision is still producing money, while men that are alive, their decision is not producing money. Can you fathom that? Somebody who has died is in the grave, rotting, has gone. He's still making money. You are alive and you are not making money. The difference is leverage. The difference is leverage. Ladies and gentlemen, another example is Obasanjo, the mastermind coming of MTN. He also requested the same. These men have knowledge, they have understanding. No wonder the scripture said, in all that getting, get understanding. They have understanding of how things work. Olusegun Obasanjo said, give me 1 naira from every MTN subscriber in Nigeria. Today, as I speak to you, there are over 60 million MTN subscribers. If you're listening to me, you have MTN, you recharge MTN, you buy data for MTN, you are in Obasanjo's network. I don't like to network. I don't like networking. I don't like to network. No problem, but you will always be in someone else's network and you will be leveraged on. In this life, you are either leveraging or you are being leveraged, whichever way. So you must create a balance. Yes, you are being leveraged, but you have to create your own leverage system so that you too can leverage. That is how you create a balance. If you are being leveraged and you're also leveraging, you create a balance. But if you are being leveraged and you are not leveraging, that is why you become broke and poor. Ladies and gentlemen, hear this. Uber owns 0 cars, yet the largest transport company in the world. Airbnb has 0 homes, yet they can connect you to any apartment in the world. Amazon has 0 store, yet they are the largest store in the world. Spotify has 0 music, yet they make money from most musics, most songs. Netflix 0 cinema, yet they have the largest cinema. Where is their cinema? Where is their physical building? In your phones. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that is common among these guys is that they don't own the product, they own the distribution system. They created a distribution system around the product such that as the product are being distributed, people are consuming it, they are making money. Are you just a consumer or you are leveraging? Are you just a consumer, or you are leveraging? Are you making money from consumption or you are just a consumer? Are you making money from consumption or you are just a consumer? Diamond Project functions the same. Diamond Project has no product. We do not own any product. We just partnered. How? Let me show you quickly. The product I showed you all are not manufactured by Diamond Project. They are manufactured by Nature Ways, DSM Bright Science, Wida Global Nutrition. And they are exclusively distributed by Empowered Consumerism. Empowered Consumerism has their presence in over 60 countries in the world. We do not have what it takes to manufacture these products. It's going to take us a lot of time, even if we want to dare it. All we simply do or did was to find the people who are empowered to distribute, empowered consumerism, and we partnered with them, Diamond Project. Now we have access to their products being consumed in over 60 countries in the world. And what we did was to create our own distribution system around these products. And as these products are being consumed, we make money. So the system has partnership with empowered consumerism. The system has value. There's product to create a distribution around, and the system has leverage. It means that when you come on board, you can build your own system. You can create your network in their platform. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you become part of this? You listening to me. Very simple. Plug into the cash compounding system by making one-time lifetime purchase. That's how you plug in. One-time lifetime purchase brings you in. You become a licensed partner. And what are you purchasing? Daily home consumables and health benefiting products. I have listed them earlier. You've seen a lot of them. Those were just few. Time will fail me to show you all the products on this platform. And guess what? Once you have bought your product, once you have made your purchase that plugs you in, what next? You start building your pipeline. You start building your network. Ladies and gentlemen, are you mandated to sell this product? No, sir. It's not a platform for buying and selling. We're not here to carry buckets. We are here to build pipelines. All you simply need to do is to buy the product, use the product so that you can get health, and connect others to build your system. This partnership, this marriage between Diamond Project and empowered consumerism has this compensation plan. It has this compensation plan system. Guess what? There are 6 different ways that empowered consumerism pays us. 6 different ways. 6 different ways that you will be paid when you plug in. Number 1 is direct connectors bonus. Number 2, matching bonus. The third one is uni-level bonus. The fourth one is step. We have the UniPay plan, and then we have the retail bonus. Aside these, the system has a loop, an interwoven loop, where everything you do in this business start paying you all around. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain the first 2 quickly. I will go. The direct connectors bonus. You get paid this bonus for anybody you connect to shop using our system. You can earn between 20K, 30K, 50K, 100K, 150K to 200K instantly on anybody you connect, depending on the package they decide to shop from the system. Imagine you connect 10 persons and you got paid the least, which is 20K. In a month, that is 200K. That's 200,000. Anybody can connect if you want to. With the right mentorship, you can connect people. Ladies and gentlemen, the second bonus is matching bonus. This matching bonus is 7,200 naira. This bonus is the reward for building your system. How? Pay close attention. You earn 7,200 naira anytime you have a new person who connected on your left business slot and your right business slot. Anytime there is a pair, you earn 7,200 naira. Now, guess what? The beautiful part is, whether you're the one who connected those people or not, maybe somebody in your team connected a person, as long as it pairs, you earn 7,200. Let me quickly show you a simple illustration so that you can understand it. You see, the purpose of this meeting tonight is for understanding. Because only when you understand, you can stand out. Whatever you don't understand, you cannot stand out in it. This is you got started, you got plugged in, you will get your portfolio, a single portfolio. And all you need to do once you get your portfolio is this. You have your social capital. Everybody listening to me has nothing less than 100 contacts on their phone. Imagine 100 of them from your phone are listening to what you're listening to currently now. Is there a chance that 5 people will be interested? Is there a chance that 5 persons wants to explore? Is there a chance that 5 persons wants to leave leverage? Wants to leave labor and come into leverage? They want to stop laboring and start leverage. Yes. The law of averages. Anything you do often enough, the ratio will appear. But you don't need up to 5. Maybe Zainab is part of the list and Zainab came on board. I'm interested, I want to build. You'll be paid that 20K, but that is not the focus. Tosin was part of your list. Tosin said, yes, I want to explore. I want to leverage. I don't want to be laboring. You paid another 20K, which is still not the focus. But the system says, because Zainab is on your left slot, Tosin is on your right slot, it will pay you 7,200. And here's the magic. Here's the beautiful part. Here's where leverage starts. Zainab and Tosin are plugged into the system. The system will work with them just like the same system will work with you. To be able to connect their own minimum of 2 persons. Zainab and Tosin will also earn in the same magnitude you have earned. But the question is, there are 2 new persons under Zainab, Uju and Paul, Eunice and Zikora. Are you the one who connected them? No. But are you going to get paid? Yes. The system says whether you're the one who connected them or not. Leverage has started. It will pay Paul to Eunice, pay you 7,200. Uju to Zikora, another 7,200. Uju, Paul, Eunice, and Zikora will also be mentored to produce same. Because there is a system, because there is a structure, it will continue. It will duplicate. System guarantees duplication. 4 new persons have connected in your left business slot, 4 new persons on your right business slot. Are you the one who connected them? No. But will you still make money? Yes. Why? Because the system says whether you are the one or not, they are all in your network. Your network is growing. Your pipeline is growing. So it will pay J to K, 7,200. I to L, 7,200. H to M, 7,200. G to N, another 7,200. This will continue to duplicate. The first level you were paid once. Second level you were paid 7,200 twice. The third level you were paid 7,200 4 times for a job you did not do. The next time will be 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1024. This will continue till infinity. But the system says, hold on. We're not just paying you, we're paying everybody. If this tends to infinity, one day we'll become bankrupt. We'll be able to pay everybody. So they put a cap. They regulated it. They said you're entitled to a maximum of 40 matches every day. Every day. If you wake up and you get up to 40 matches, then you'll be paid instantly. So what is the value of 40 matches? 7,200 times 40 is 288,000 naira every day. That is the value of your business. If you're listening to me this evening, here's an opportunity face to face with you that you can come in and learn and start building it and give it time to grow. And you can develop and earn income as much as 288,000 naira every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, let's look at the monthly income potential. You got started with one portfolio, 288,000 naira. 30 days potential income, if you multiply 288 by 30 days, it's 8.6 million. 50% success rate is 4 million. 20% success rate is 2 million. 10% success rate is 864,000. This 10% success rate is bigger than the salary of a professor in the Nigerian university. 1% success rate is 86,000 naira. There are a lot of graduates out there who don't earn 86,000 naira every month. This is 1% success rate. 1%. 1%. Somebody is asking, is this thing possible? And I ask the person, do you have the discipline? Can you put in the discipline to follow the structure and the system consistently? Then you can achieve it. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Paul said, I'd rather have 1% effort of 100 men than my own efforts. So the question is, how can I connect these people and make the money? Somebody is asking me, okay, I think I love this system. But the question is, I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to bring people. I don't know how to begin to talk to people. I'm going to share with you how you can connect people to this opportunity in the next 90 days and begin to build your system without convincing, marketing, or selling any product using our system. It's not a bringing people business. It's a connecting people business. It requires skills, and we're willing to teach you. That is why there's mentorship. There are categories of people you can connect. These categories of people, you can get them from 3 different markets. The hot market, your families, your friends, your loved ones. The warm market, acquaintances, people you know, but they're not very close to you. You have their contacts in your phone. And then we have the cold market, people you have never met before joining this project, before seeing this opportunity. You have never met them. Even right now, as you're listening to me, you have not met them yet. But yet you can connect them. We'll teach you how. Let me show you some of our tools in the system, because all you need to do is to use the system. One of the tools is business brand launch. If you're listening to me, once you plug in, some of you attended a brand launch of your friends and loved ones on Saturday, on Sunday, some of you on Friday, and here you are for the masterclass. The same way the brand launch was done for them, it will be done for you. What is brand launch in the first place? It's you formally announcing and unveiling your business brand to attract patronage and support. If you hide what you are doing, people can't join you now. If people don't know what you are doing, how can they join you? We have a formal and a professional way of doing that without you convincing and marketing anybody. And this process leads to the activation of your business. And your business will start growing. Hear this. If you launch your business, you're going to become far successful than starting your business. That's why I always tell people, launching your business is superior to starting your business. You have to launch it. You must launch it. Ladies and gentlemen, we will show you how to plan your brand launch. We will guide you through on planning it. There are trainings to guide you on how to plan your brand launch. If you want to do it in your house, we'll come to your house. Is it in your church? Is it in your mosque? Is it in your workplace? Anywhere you want. If it's in our physical offices, we'll do it. If you want it on Zoom, we'll also do it on Zoom. Anyhow you want it, just tell us. We're at your service. Our goal is to help you to grow. We have the third-party recommendation. These are names and contact of people you have in your phone that are not very close to you, but you have them in your phone. All you need to do is to write them out. You can write out a minimum of 100, irrespective of their location. Put them down, their name, their phone number, and their location. Write those you know can afford it. Write those you know have authority, they influence other people. Write the names of those you know needs it. That your friend is complaining to you about money. Write his name there. Show him the opportunity. The wise man said, you don't end poverty by sharing money. You end poverty by sharing opportunity. Put their name on your list. And once that is done, you don't need to convince them. Don't go and convince anybody. Don't go and start convincing anybody who will not send you. Just allow the system to do the talking on your behalf. Don't go and start convincing anybody. It's not a convincing business. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, you use one of our simplest tools in our system, which is the text message. A text message as simple as this will be given to you to send to the 100 contact name list. There's a project I recommended you to. They will show you how to discover the ultimate version of yourself using their unique system. I just got started through their mentorship. Just let me know if they contact you. Is that okay? It's as simple as that. This message is not trying to convince. This message is just trying to seek their audience, that let them know that you recommended them somewhere and they are going to call them. And once that is done, a third-party call will be rolled out on your behalf. If you're sending out these messages, you don't need to send it out as WhatsApp. Don't send it out in bulk. Send it one by one. Don't give them assurance they'll be contacted, because people don't buy what is available. They buy what is scarce. If they ask you for more information, just reply them and say, it's a project that helps individuals to live out their true potentials and become the ultimate version of themselves through mentorship, training, capacity building, and building financial leverage system. Connected to one of their superior for the offer, he asked me to recommend a credible person, so I give them your number. Please let me know if they contact you. Is this convincing? You're not convincing them. You're just giving them a brief. Just stay within this level. Don't go and start explaining what you don't know. Remember, you just got started. You are still an amateur. You're a novice. You're not a professional. You don't have the credibility to start explaining what you don't know. Let the system do the talking on your behalf. The third-party call will be rolled out. We'll call all those people on your behalf, schedule them to any of our discussion sessions such as this, either physically or on Zoom, and they can attend. We also have the questionnaire survey form administration. We'll also teach you how to use it. We also have the online eligibility link. We also guide you and mentor you on how to use it. We also have the adverts, which is the Facebook ad or the radio or the Instagram ad. We also teach and mentor you on how to use it. We also have the online Zoom meetings. We also guide you on how to maximize them. Guess what? You also have access to our recorded YouTube video links. Meetings like this, some of them are recorded. You can also have the link and share it with people that you know, that when they listen, they can become enlightened and wants to become part of the network. That's how you build your network. You build network by sharing information, by inviting people to come take a look. That's how you build it. Ladies and gentlemen, use the system. Save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. As I begin to wrap up this meeting. How I followed the system and built my own pipeline. You want to know? Let me share with you quickly. I saw this project 8 years ago, and I got started, ladies and gentlemen. As a co who was stuck and behind on all his bills in the academic environment, I was laboring before this opportunity met me. I was putting in time. I was putting in effort. I had skills. Skills I have acquired from the universities to a PhD level. But I had no system. I had no structure. So I was laboring. Ladies and gentlemen, until I saw this amazing opportunity. How did I come in contact with this opportunity? I was also invited just like you. Somebody close to me was launching and they invited me to come and take a look at their business opportunity. Come and attend my business launch. I came. I saw leverage. I saw opportunity to escape labor. And most importantly, I was guaranteed mentorship. I was told that they would teach me. They were going to hold my hand, walk me through the system. They're going to provide a roadmap, the support. I say, what else do I need? Me, I'm willing to go. Let's go. And I took mentorship. One of the finest in this industry, the mastermind mentorship, Ambassador Dr. Michael. Held my hand, mentored me, showed me exactly what to do. Ladies and gentlemen, the benefit of his mentorship, one of them was access to freedom. Access to freedom. Access to freedom. Within a period of 6 months, I broke free from debt. Within 1 year, I fired my boss. Freedom. Somebody go to the chat space and type freedom. Go to the chat space and type freedom, 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 freedom. That was the first benefit. The second benefit was access to travel opportunity. I've never left this country to anywhere. Well, guess what? My first international travel opportunity was in 2019. This was me in the Philippine Arena, the largest indoor auditorium in the world. As at then, there are other auditorium that has come up now. I stayed in the Twin Tower Hotel, a 5-star hotel, for the first time. Organ lecturer in a 5-star hotel. Ladies and gentlemen, today I've stayed in several countless beautiful, amazing hotels. I stayed in 5-star, I stayed in 7-star. This is me in Bataan, Las Casas, Filipinas. This is me in Dubai, cruising different places. This is what happens when you escape labor and you start leveraging. This is Jojo Armani Hotel, located in the tallest building in the world, which is the Burj Khalifa's building. Ladies and gentlemen, I went from opening car doors for people to car doors. Ladies and gentlemen, in whatever you do, make sure you escape labor and start leveraging. Whatever you do, make sure you escape labor and start leveraging. The only way to escape labor and start leveraging is to plug yourself into a system and a structure. This is me in Sahara Desert. This is me having dinner in the sky. Can you see the passport? Passport dinner in the sky, UAE, United Arab Emirates. This is me. Do you guess when I had this dinner? This was on the 25th December 2021. 25th December 2021. And that was how this Christmas was spent. This is me cruising in the yacht. This is me in Nairobi, Kenya. The list keeps going on and on. But let me save us time. I had access to charity opportunity. You heard from the video of the Diamond Project launch. We have several empowerment programs here. Feed the Family Project, We Care Project, Return a Child Back to School Project, Empowered the Oppressed, several projects running to give back to the society. And that brings us to our vision, to raise financially free people who will in turn raise other financially free people who will pull their resources together and begin to affect the world positively. Through this project, through the mentorship offer I got from my mentor, I also had access to mentor other people. I have mentored countless of people, spoken to thousands of people today, helping a lot of people build their system, build their pipeline so that they can leverage, so that they can escape labor. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me in University of Lagos, one of the largest auditorium in Unilag. I think this is their convocation hall. This is over 3,000 persons seated, listening to how they can escape labor and start leveraging.
Marvelous God, feel the warmth of your arms around me. Oh my God.
That's me up there. When you become a diamond, you become a blessing. But you see, this journey, I didn't just start it like that. This was my little and humble beginning when I got started. You could see my beautiful office. I was willing to go through the process. I continued in the grind. I was building my pipeline. I was putting in the work. I was getting mentored, and my office started getting beautiful. Are you seeing? The first picture was in 2019. This was in 2021, shortly after COVID, in Kaduna. That is my Kaduna office. And this is my Abuja office, 2022, August. 1 year later. Ladies and gentlemen, today I am now a diamond. I have worked with countless of people who have made several incomes across this board. Zig Ziglar said, if you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. If you're connected here this evening and you're willing to learn, and you want to be helped, you want to learn how to build your pipeline, how to build your system, go to the chat space and type, I am willing to learn. I am willing, I am willing, I am willing, I am willing. Quickly do that as we begin to wrap up, because I'm about to select our partners this evening. I'm about to select our partners this evening. I'm also about to give opportunity for people to be able to scale this business and have access to the fastest secret to massive income. If you want to learn and you are willing, go to the chat space and type, I am willing, I am willing, I am willing. Quickly, I am willing. I am willing. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, listen. Today on this platform, I've worked with several persons. You can see their screenshot. People who have made 6 figures income. You can see it on the screen. I have people who have made 7-figure income. You can see it on the screen. That's some of the screenshots. I have people who have made 8-figure incomes. 8-figure cumulatively. You can see it on the screen. You can see it. And this is me being celebrated as the top 1 income earner in 2022. Zig Ziglar said, if you help enough people get what they want in life, you will have all you want in life. Ladies and gentlemen, the key is coming on board, transforming yourself, and go out and help a lot of people. This is where I round up this evening, the secret to fast income. That is why I reserved this for the last, so that those who have the capacity to stay till the end will have access to this secret. The secret to fast income. The secret to fast income. And that is where we're going to be drawing the curtain tonight. After this, I'm going to be selecting our partners, and then we hit the road running. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go quickly. Secret to fast income. Imagine you got started with a simple portfolio. You paid for one portfolio. You took only one package. You will be given a portfolio. And your brand launch will be organized and done for you within the period of 7 to 14 days. And if your brand launch is done, the chances of connecting at least 8 people is there. Now, if you connect 8 persons, how will the system place them in your genealogy? This is how the system is going to spread them for you. It will put one here, one here. After putting 2, the remaining ones will come under the 2. Do you know why? Because your portfolio can only take 2 persons directly. So the remaining 6 will come under the first 2, 3. How much will you make from these? Ladies and gentlemen, it's very simple. If we put it together, it will pay you 4 times, because you have 4 on your left, 4 on your right, with a single portfolio. If we do the same with 3 portfolios, it will be spread this way. The system will spread the 4 people across your 3 accounts, because your 3 portfolio can have access, can take 4 people directly. But if you have 1 account, you can take only 2. Now, once these 4 persons are plugged to you directly, the remaining 4 will come under them. And guess what? The system will pay all. You will make a total of 63,000. The same 8 people that paid the other person 28,000. You that has 3 portfolios, it has paid you 63,000. If you go with 7 portfolios, it will pay you 119,000. The same activity, the same outcome, but different payments. Here's the summary. You plugged in with one portfolio, you launched your business, 8 persons joined you, and you are paid 28K. 3 portfolio, the same 8 people joined, the same activity, the same time and effort, 63,000. 7 portfolio, the same time and effort, you are paid 119,000 naira. Ladies and gentlemen, this is you doing some random activity within the first 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks of plugging into the system. Random activity. But the question is, what if you decide to structure? What if you decide to structure activities and do it for 12 months? You will discover and you will make more. So the secret to fast income is multiple portfolios, multiple portfolios, multiple portfolios. If you have more, the more accounts, the more portfolio you have, the more you earn above the person who has lesser portfolio, multiple portfolios. Ladies and gentlemen. So if you decide to do this in a structured manner, I don't want to do it randomly. I'm going to do this for the next 12 months. I'm going to do this and be consistent with it for the next 12 months. What exactly do I stand to benefit? If you're listening to me and you pick a single portfolio, I decide to be structured, I will follow training, mentorship, I'll do what I am told for the next 12 months. What can this produce? Let me show you how it close. In your first month, you will connect just 2 people. This is a very slow but structured movement. You connected only 2 people, which gave you a pair. The value of one pair is 7,200. The next month, you connected 2 people, not you now connecting. Those 2 people you connected, they know people you don't know. Because the system is working with them, they duplicated. They connected 4. Because it's in your business slot, it will be counted for you. That's your network. 4 new persons have joined you, which is 2 pair, which is 14,400. 2 months later, you have earned 14,400, and the system looks slow, right? Yes, but follow me. The 3rd month, you have earned 28,800. Why? Because you had 4 pairs. 8 new people have joined, but you're not the one who connected them. Remember, it's the new people who came in that are launching their businesses. The 4th month, you have made 57,600. The next month, you have made 115,000. The next month, you have made 230,000, 460,000, 928, 21,000, 1.8 million, 3.6 million, 7.3 million, another 7.3 million. Why? Because it is duplicating. It is called compound interest. Compound interest. Compound interest. Listen, Albert Einstein said, if you understand it, it will pay you. If you don't understand it, you will pay for it. In 12 months, because of the structure and the system and the consistency, 8,190 people have joined you. If you total everybody that came in. But guess what? It's only 2 you connected from there. Yes, now. The total income made in 12 months, if you put them together, is 22 million. Now, pause. That job you are doing, even if you do it for 35 years, are you guaranteed of 22 million naira as gratuity? 22 million. You have the guarantee that you have 22 million when you retire. Let's look at the summary. 22 million in 12 months structure. Let's say things didn't go as you planned. At some point, you defaulted. You were not consistent. Your village people came and distracted you. So you made 50%. You succeeded 50%. You failed 50%. 50% failure rate, you still made 11 million. How many employees can boast of 11 million when they retire? 90% failure rate, it means you failed 90%, succeed only 10%, is still 2.2 million in 12 months. What about 3 portfolio? With 3 portfolios, 66 million, 50% failure rate, 33 million, 90% failure rate, 6.6 million. With 7 portfolio, 154 million, 77 million, 50% failure rate, 15 million, 90% failure rate. The maximum portfolio is 31 you can have on this platform. If you go with 31 portfolio, 685, 50% failure rate, 342 million, 90% failure rate, 68.5 million. Somebody asked me, he said, what is the guarantee that this will be possible? I said, the only guarantee is your discipline. Are you willing to be disciplined? Are you willing to show up even when there are no shows? Are you willing to show up even when the system is still moving slowly because it will compound? Your discipline is what gets this to you. Are you willing to build and cultivate those habits that can help you to achieve these? Can you be disciplined for 12 months? Then this is possible. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to leave you with this quote before I go. You don't hustle your way to millions. You build it through systems, strategies, and sustained vision. Time will fail me to show you the testimony of this man who built his business with 10 years. He started with one account. And today he's super successful, driving all kinds of cars, the Maseratis, the duplexes. But he said, if you're given an opportunity to start, he said, don't start with one account. He said, if you start with multiple accounts, you can achieve success faster than he has achieved. He ran the business with one account for 10 years and he achieved a lot. You can achieve it in 5 years if you have multiple portfolios. If you have more portfolios, if you have more accounts, I just showed you the summary, the difference between one account, 3 accounts, 7 accounts, and 21 accounts. Ladies and gentlemen, what can you see? What can you see from what has been shown to you? What can you see? Key questions you should ask yourself as you go tonight. If you didn't see anything, ask yourself this question. These questions will open your eyes to see something. The question number 1 is, ask yourself, if my salary or income stops today, how long can I survive? What income enters my account beside my salary? Ask yourself. It will open your eyes to start seeing. Am I building assets or am I just paying bills? Will my pension truly sustain my future? Will it take care of me? What financial system am I building today that can help me in the future? If you ask yourself these questions sincerely, it will open your eyes to start seeing opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, what you see determines what you can seize. Abraham Lincoln of blessed memory said that the best way you can predict the future you have seen tonight is to create it. The best way you can predict the future you have seen tonight is to create it. Create it by getting started. Plug yourself into the system and start your journey today. When was the best time for you to start this journey? 5 years ago. When is the second best time? Now. If you're listening to me, you're already a partner, you plugged in, you signed up for Saturday, congratulations. It's an opportunity for you to upgrade your account. Upgrade your account before your system starts growing, before your network starts growing. Upgrade your account. Because if you don't upgrade your account, you're going to block up yourself and you can't upgrade your account again. Anytime you're going to upgrade, you will be upgrading under your genealogies, under your generations, under the people who have come under you. That is where you'll be upgrading. It's time for upgrade. Upgrade your account. But for those of you who are listening to me, but you're yet to get started, you are still on the prospect level, you are still viewing from outside. Your 2 legs are outside, and you said, I'm interested, I want to get started. Listen to me. There's a special offer for you tonight. That offer is the offer of mentorship. We have 3 categories of mentorship engagement to help you hit your desired goal. Mentorship with the emerging global leaders within 24 months to help you hit your desired goal, or mentorship with the global leader to help you hit your desired goal within 12 months, or mentorship with the mastermind to help you hit your desired goal within 6 months. You will make that choice yourself. Would you like to work with an emerging leader, a global leader, or a mastermind? They both have their duration for success to happen. How long do you want to wait? The best offer is the mastermind mentorship. The mastermind mentorship offer is the best offer. It comes with the following benefits: exclusive access to mentorship, access to global business expansion vehicles, access to exotic vacations, access to building a business with daily income potential of 7,200 to 280,000 daily. Unfair advantage. Unfair advantage simply means you taking the front line of the person who invited you here in that genealogy. They're just launching their business. Their business is going to grow with or without you. You do yourself the favor by plugging yourself in. As it grows with you. How? Those who are going to come behind will be plugged under you directly. And then you can leverage your own to the other side and you'll be matching. Ladies and gentlemen, secure your slot right away, and I'm going to show you how. Plug yourself into the system. I will show you how. Mentorship slot available for tonight is in different categories. We have the mastermind mentorship. What will earn you the mastermind mentorship is instant commitment. Instant commitment. As I roll out the criteria, the different packages, the different slots, just grab your own slot right now. Because tonight, we have an extended mastermind slot from our Sunday meeting to today. We have just 3 slots available. 3. Just 3 slots. So if you want to be part of those that will take the mastermind slot, just get ready. We also have the global leader slot, which will gain the commitment within the next 72 hours. And then we have the emerging leader slot, which commitment can be within the next 7 days and beyond. You can even come back 2 years later. You will always have an emerging leader to work with you. But if you want the global leader slot, 72 hours commitment. You want the mastermind, it's instant commitment. Instant commitment. Here are our startup package. You can make your choice. You can pick from the access package, 74,000 naira, 0 cashback, or you get your product. And the bronze pack, which is 3 accounts, comes with an instant cashback of 47,200. You have product equivalent of what you paid. You have the silver pack, which also comes with an instant commitment, instant cashback of 156,000, and a commitment of 524,930. You have the Ultraverse that comes with 0 instant cashback. It has no cashback, but it comes with a bottle which is worth 1.5 million in the open market today. Ladies and gentlemen, the account details is on the screen. You want the mastermind, make your commitment right now. Pick the account details, make your transaction, and get started right now. The account details is on the screen. It's also going to be posted in the chat space. You can also maximize it. Screenshot what you have, screen grab it, so that you can make your transaction and be among those who are going to be part of the 3 persons who are going to get started. I just posted the different categories in the chat space. You can go there, figure it out. And also, the account details to pay to is also going to be shared with you right away. You can also go there and figure it out. It's in the chat space already. So if you are willing, the willingness is in you plugging yourself in so that you can get it. Nothing is worse than missing an opportunity that could have changed you. The best offer remains the mastermind mentorship. Instant commitment. Be among the first 3. The first 3, and take the mastermind slots tonight. You may not have it tomorrow. You may not have it after this meeting. Instant commitment. While you're listening to me, make your transaction as secure as possible. Opportunities are like sunrise. You wait too long, you miss them. Miss them. Startup packages are still on the screen. It's also in the chat space. You can just go there, click it in the chat space. You'll see it. You can save it from there directly and do the meeting. Account details is also in the chat space, also on the screen. Screenshot, screen grab. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest killer of destiny is fear. Listen to this.
You cannot let your fear hold you back from your destiny. You have to feel the fear and do it anyway. Do it broke, do it scared, do it nervous, do it trembling, do it on your knees, do it with help, do it on crutches, do it in a wheelchair, because you don't want to end up in a nursing home sitting on a bedpan wondering what would have happened if you'd only had more courage. You don't want to end up in an old folks home and your dying thought is, I wish I had a. Because the one thing that you will never get is more time. So you don't have time to allow your fear to incarcerate you when you have the key. Reach around there, unlock the door, and step into your destiny.
What are you waiting for? Charles Darwin said, it is not the strongest of species that survive, nor the most intelligent. No! The one that is most responsive to change is the one that survives, is the one that tries. Albert Einstein corroborated this by saying the measure of intelligence is in your ability to change. The ability to change and make a decision for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't make excuses and make money. No, you can do only one. You can't do both. You can't do both. You can either make excuses or you choose to make money, but you can't do both. What are you making tonight? Excuses or money? Ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to go make the money. I encourage you to go make the money. Congratulations to everybody who connected and stayed till the end. I'm super proud of you. This is indeed a master class.